excited to finally be back in the kitchen again this week, and today we want to bake up some from scratch spring desserts. This is one of my very favorite things to do, and we're going to start off with a lemon bundt cake. Now I did start mixing this last evening just to kind of stay on top of how the morning would go. We do have plans this afternoon, so I just have a couple hours to get this done. So I have my wet ingredients here. I do need to mill my flour. I'm going to use fresh milled. Obviously, if you do not want to use or don't have a grain mill, you could definitely substitute for all purpose as well. And then I also have my baking soda and baking powder. The leaveners are usually a good thing to just add the morning that you're baking them. So we're going to start off with that. We'll mix it all together and bake it. All right, the flour is ready, so we're gonna add 3 cups of this to our batter here. While you're watching, I would love to know in the comments below what your favorite spring flavor is. Lemon has got to be one of the top ones for me, but I think my very favorite still is strawberry. I love strawberry everything. We're actually gonna garnish this later with strawberries. I thought strawberries and lemons, how much better could it get? Such a refreshing, light dessert for spring. For now, we're gonna add the flour, and then we'll do 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. Give it a good stir until all this flour is incorporated, and then we'll bake it. I have a cast iron Bundt pan, so I actually like to preheat it while I'm preheating the stove. So I'll pull that out, we'll grease and flour it. Can you hear my 3-year-old singing? While the lemon cake is baking, I want to move on to the next recipe. Now, this has been a staple in our home for a little while. Leslie made this for our homeschool dinner a while back. It is the cheesecake mousse, and it is so delicious. I've been using it to frost cakes because it is not very sweet, but just has a really good flavor. So I ran out to the garden, picked some pansies, and we'll use those for garnishing, which if you're not already aware, pansies are edible, so you can actually eat the entire flower. We are using Bundt's cream this time. It was so sad. My Jersey cow died really suddenly a number of weeks ago now, and I have just really been missing her cream, being able to make homemade butter and ice cream and all of the things. But for now, I'm using store-bought cream again, which is probably what a lot of you are using as well. So we're gonna put in 4 cups of this into our stand mixer here. We'll whisk that with the whisk attachment until it's nice for peaks. We've got our stiff peaks here, so we are gonna go ahead and put this into a separate bowl before we mix the cream cheese.
Can I help you do that?
Yeah, let me move this out of the way a little. Okay, you scrape it out.
No, do it.
You're done already?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are faster.
That's probably because I have more practice. I'm gonna weigh out 32 ounces of cream cheese into my bowl, and then we'll beat that with some sour cream. Perfect.
Oh, wow. Is that too fast?
No, that's fine. We'll let that whip till it's smooth. Our cream cheese and sour cream here is looking nice and creamy. So we're gonna add 1 to 2 cups of powdered sugar, depending on how sweet you want it. All right, now you can turn it off. That looks good. Coming back now with our whipping cream, we're just gonna fold this in because we want it to stay nice and light and fluffy. And so we'll just do this by hand with a spatula. This is looking so nice and fluffy. Cannot wait to dive into this, but I want to divide it into 3 different parts. So some of this I want to use for these little cheesecake mousse cups, and then I also want them in 2 different bowls because one of them, the smaller amount, I actually want to color with some freeze-dried. I wish we had strawberries, but we don't, so we'll do some other things. And then in a separate bowl, I want to do for a carrot cake that's coming up for frosting it, because this is perfect. In my opinion, for carrot cake tends to be a little dense. And I love that you still get that cream cheese taste with this, but it's a much lighter option. So that's been really good. And then we still have a whole lot left here for our cheesecake cups. To add some texture to our cheesecake cups here, I have some graham crackers. We're just gonna crunch these up and we'll just do basic like graham cracker crumbs. Mix it with some butter, and then we'll put that in the bottom of our little cups. Yeah, that's almost good. I'm going to take a little break from our cheesecake cups here so we can get the next cake in the oven here. This is a sourdough carrot cake that I also mixed last evening. It was in the fridge overnight. So this morning I just need to pop it into...
Mommy, that looks yuck.
well, it's yum. Pop it into the oven and bake it. Carrot cake is a favorite around here. This one especially has been on repeat a lot this spring for us. Carrot cake is my husband's favorite cake, so it's been a fun one to treat him with. But I'm just gonna make this in a 9x13 pan, which is such an easy way to do cakes. I'm gonna show you a really cute way to decorate these up that I've been having fun with. So we'll bake it first. Oof, that came right out.
It is very pretty, see, because it's that.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that. Okay, we'll let it cool back here. Okay, I think it would be fun to add a little bit of color to this, so I got my jar of, this is just freeze-dried blackberries. I'm gonna sieve it into this so I don't get the seeds. I'm going for just a super light tint of purple here. See if we can get that.
Can I taste it?
I don't mind.
That tastes really good.
Okay, looks like we're ending up with this beautiful kind of lavender color, so I think that'll be perfect. Yeah. Next on my list is peanut butter stuffed dates. I actually made those on here a little while ago and we love them. I think the dates kind of add a caramelly flavor, so it's a bit of a healthier option than traditional like peanut butter eggs, which are super common this time of the year. In fact, I had got this little egg mold that I was gonna use for these. I thought they would be perfect. You could fit a date right inside of them. But then with all the house stuff, I ended up not being able to film this video before Easter. That would have been a really cute option though for Easter. I think since we're past Easter now, I'm just gonna do them dipped regularly in chocolate. I have my chocolate melting back here. I don't have an actual double boiler, so I just take my little pan and I have a bowl that kind of fits inside of it, and that works just fine. these into the freezer to set, and then they'll be ready to enjoy. In light of all the fresh fruit starting to come in, for us it's really not quite in spring, it's more like early summer when we start enjoying the first of it, but I thought it would be fun to make some little like mini blueberry galettes. So I have my sourdough pie crust that I mixed last evening. It was in the fridge overnight. And now we're just gonna divide this, we'll shape it. Galettes are kind of like the lazy man's way of making pie, and I love them. They are so fun to do, they're delicious. I usually don't even use my rolling pin for this. I'll just kind of shape it by hand into a rough circle. That is probably close enough, and I'll just put that on here, and then we need to make our filling. Okay, this is what they look like right now. I'm gonna pop them in the freezer. They almost look like tortillas right now, but we'll chill them in the freezer while we make the filling. I have about 6 cups of frozen blueberries here, and to that I'm gonna add 3/4 cup of sugar, 3.5 tablespoons cornstarch, a pinch of salt, 1 lemon zested, a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm just gonna try to kind of fold this up and around the blueberries, making kind of an edge around them to keep them from running out while they bake. Yeah, I would do like 1 more scoop in here yet. I would do a little more, probably like 2 scoops.
Yeah, okay.
Sprinkle a little bit of sugar on the top of them. Good, now they're ready to bake.
Very hot. Okay.
Got it?
Hot.
Good job. You gonna close it? Our lemon cake is ready to decorate. It seems to be cooled, so I'm gonna start off with making a lemon glaze. This is a very simple glaze. I'm just gonna melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and then we'll add a cup of powdered sugar and a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. I ended up adding significantly more lemon juice than what it called for, and I still feel like it's plenty thick, so we will just see how this goes. It's not quite wanting to glaze like I had wanted. I guess I could add some more melted butter, but what I was thinking originally was it would be fun to add the glaze for that punch of lemon, but then I had thought of making some whipping cream to put over the top. I want to put strawberries on the top as well, so now I'm not quite sure. Do I still want to do that, or should we just go with the glaze? I'm still thinking I want to do the whipping cream, so I think I'll quickly whip that up and then we can top it with some strawberries and probably pansies again. Try to make do here with my old mic, so I apologize if the sound isn't quite as good, but we have just a couple things left. So our carrot cake is now cooled. I have my white cream cheese mousse here, and then for the other part, also the cream cheese mousse, I just mixed in some butterfly pea powder and then also some more of the blackberry, freeze-dried blackberries, and made this, I don't know, it's like a really dark purple color. I wish so much that I had strawberries, freeze-dried strawberries, because it would have been fun to do something in pink as well. But this is what we have right now, so this is what we're going to use. And I'm going to show you how I recently have been loving to do flowers. Super, super easy way. I am not a cake decorator by any means, but this has been a really fun way to do, especially sheet cakes for spring. What I ended up with. It is not perfect. I know a lot of you that are more artistically inclined could probably do a much neater job than that, but I still think it's a fun way to kind of zhuzh up a sheet cake. I think it would be really pretty to add green leaves to this sometime as well, but that's how we're gonna leave it for today. So all we have left is to plate up our little blueberry galettes. All right, we'll top that with some ice cream. Well, what a fun way to spend the morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you were inspired, maybe gained some inspiration for your kitchen this week. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.
Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.